if you had 10 exercises to do for the rest of your life, and this is for you, not for, your potential avatar client, bikini competitor, for you yourself, for Mark Carroll, what 10 exercises would you do for the rest of your life
So,
and why?
so these questions kind of, you have to think about, there's obviously, you want to train key movement patterns, right? It's like, we want to be training, the majority of the key movement patterns for our body, but then you can also combine your own personal wants and needs, right? So like, as you said, my distribution of that 10 sets in terms of volume would probably be more distributed to upper body, whereas someone training Lauren would be more heavily distributed to lower body. Yeah, I guess for me, upper body, in terms of pulling, you kind of want a vertical pull and a horizontal pull. So I'm going to give you, if I wasn't injured, because I'm always injured at the moment, because otherwise it'll just be like pin loaded machine. If I wasn't injured and I was able to do all the things I'd want to do, a vertical pull, a pull up, something like a pronated pull up, something like that, would again hit what you kind of want from them. And then I'd also add in like I love a prone 30-degree prone dumbbell row, or a chest supported kind of row, something like a neutral grip. So you do like a pronated grip and a neutral grip. Vice versa, you could do a neutral grip vertical, you do a pronated horizontal, which will again change kind of like a little bit towards your back training. So there's two. I'd then try and do so with your chest, obviously that's probably a big focus of mine. So I'll try to do I love dips because I feel like they give you a nice blend of chest and triceps to give you a bit of a compound effect there. I'll probably do like a small incline, very, very small incline, or like a dumbbell press, or a chest press, like a flat chest press. So you're kind of getting like, yeah. So I want to shoulders, you're going to get a lot of delts anyways from your presses. You're going to get your delts, rear delts from your rows and pull-ups. So then you do like a lateral raise. I really love a 65-degree prone chest supported lateral raise. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower body, because I'm a little bitch and I hate training lower body. I'd add a leg extension because of my injuries, and I can't be bothered squatting these days. So I'd add a leg extension, I'd add a calf raise, I'd add a
What
seated
sort of calf raise? Sorry.
I like a standing calf raise, just a pin load standing calf raise, straight leg. So yeah, I'd probably a good seated leg curl it depends on the brand, is a good one. So you got there 6, 7, 8. I'd add in a hip hinge, being something like an RDL. So then you're kind of getting a blend of glutes, and you could make it a little bit straight legs if you want. And then there's 9. And then I'll add in what I've been doing lately for my quads as well, is a leg press, but like a feet low. I kind of like a really low feet foot placement leg press, again for more quad volume, because again that would be kind of a focus, and that's where you kind of get a good distribution of your quads being biarticulate. You get the leg extension and also kind of a knees over toe pressing movement. You get your hip hinge, you get your leg curl for knee flexion, you get your calves. So lower body covered. Again, I don't need the emphasis on glutes. I'd still get that from an RDL. And then upper body, you get your bang for your buck, your 2 presses, your 2 pulls, and for the lateral delts, a lateral raise. And then you get enough probably biceps, triceps from the dips and from your row motions, and that's it.
So with your pull-ups and your dips as well, do you prefer them weighted, or would you do AMRAP body weight? How do you like to structure it for yourself?
Again, if I wasn't a little bitch like I am now, who's always injured, he weighted. So I think, my best with dips was at 5 20-kilo plates. I did that at
Massive.
Clean Golf back with Stefan. If you remember Stefan, back in I think 2016 when I was training there, I think I did 3 reps. When I was training with Wolfgang Unsold from Germany, actually. So that was my best there. dips and that they'll always be my strength, presses and stuff like that. So otherwise I'd be there for a very long time. And dips, you can, I love like 1/4 dips. You can do obviously a bit more leaning forward. You can do more upright for a bit more elbows. So you have options there. Pull-ups again, definitely weighted. Like I'm a big fan with like things like, pull-ups are great because again, like I love exercise. You can manipulate tempos. So pull-ups are an interesting one. Like technically, yes, the pull-up will be hardest at the top, but you can also make it hardest at the bottom just by like, dead hanging to eliminate momentum. You can do 1/4s at the top. You can do pauses at the top. You can do pauses at the bottom in that dead hang. You can do slow eccentrics. You can do obviously, and all your 3 arm positions, hand positions. So you've got so many options with pull-ups. And then from a rep range standpoint, something I love with pull-ups, kind of like let's say like a 4 sets with pull-ups. You might do a weighted 6-4-2. So 6 reps, weighted, add weight, 4 reps, add weight, 2, add weight. Then final set, body weight, max reps. So you're not doing body weight the first set where you just go all day. You're doing body weight after you've done, some heavy shit. And again, the way I love to program pull-ups is one of the ways I love to program pull-ups for women, because I know again, that's something that really, I think, helped me with my business, was that whilst everyone was just kind of talking glutes here, I was getting women to do weighted pull-ups for reps, weighted 1/4 rep pull-ups and stuff like that. And I remember one of the first times I programmed Lauren, I gave 1/4 rep pull-ups, and I was like, how'd your session go? Because she'll do a lower body days with me. She's like, oh yeah, it went well. It went good. I was like, how many reps did you do? She's like, I was like, you didn't do it, did you? She's like, like I can't do 1/4 pull-ups. I was like, what do you mean? And then I said, let's go do a 1/4 pull-up. So I don't think I can do it. And then she did like 7 reps. So a lot of people don't realize how, especially women, how strong they are in certain movements. And yeah, so it's kind of, I was like, oh, all of a sudden she started to love pull-ups because we started doing volume of them and stuff like that. So yeah, pull-ups are a great one, I find, to kind of like a squat, like squats, things like those are great for periodization, because you can do the same movement pattern, but you can add small tweaks to the movement to really keep it interesting. And also, really bias certain portions of the movement, or focus on different, really have distinct phases of focus on different things, which also make it fun. Whereas if you just go, hey, a chest press, you're not that limited. So I feel like those, I like to call, well, I don't like to call, I learned from people smarter than me, indicator lists, like Stefan Kazol over in America when I did internship with him in LA. He used to kind of call them indicator lists. Your program would be based around one exercise on a lower body day, and everything else kind of is built around it. And yeah, that's where I've kind of always done that. So yeah, these are like what I'd call kind of my indicator lists. And so yeah, so that's how I'd kind of run it.